Well, welcome everyone to another exciting class. I'm the guest speaker for Mr. Tony Marino, the branch manager at Guild Mortgage in Naperville, Illinois. And we chose the topic today to be about Listing Booster. We think that it's a tool that's going to help you always gain more buyers, and it's a tool that's going to help you win more listing appointments. So this is going to be something that we're going to go through strategies. We're going to go through what is Listing Booster. We're going to go through buying strategies, going to go through selling strategies. And I think that it'd be helpful, that that you get a copy of the PowerPoint, and then you'll be able to say, I'd like to adopt 1, 2, 3 of these strategies. And if you need any help or assistance in executing them, feel free to get in contact with me or with Tony. So what are the challenges that are facing the realtors these days? Well, there's a demand for housing that remains subdued as people are not willing to give up a 3% mortgage for a 7% mortgage rate. Pending home sales have posted their lowest reading in a 24-year history of that sales index. Buyer sentiment, how do people feel? They're suffering right now as the timeline for interest rate relief continues to extend further into the future, which means that they don't see here that the Federal Reserve is going to be lowering interest rates none too soon. I think the earliest that we now think that the Fed might lower rates is going to be come September, but it's not going to be significant enough to really spark the housing industry. We're not going to see that type of relief until 2025, in my personal opinion. So as activity remains dismal, prices are continuing to climb, however, which is also keeping people, when they're looking at 7% mortgages and increases in the prices of housing, it's keeping them out of the housing market. It's not affordable. On the positive side, however, the housing supply continues to loosen a little bit. We're getting more houses on the market with active inventory trending to its highest levels post-COVID. Is it at its highest levels it's ever been? No. Is it above where it was, since COVID? Yes, it's higher. The housing supply is starting to increase, so we've got more activity going on out there. The incomes of realtors, however, have been decreasing with less activity. Some realtors have left the profession. Several friends of mine are no longer realtors. And some realtors have gone from full-time to part-time as they can't seem to make ends meet, pay the bills, trying to be a full-time realtor. So what changes can a realtor make to grow their business? Well, first off, we're going to talk about working smarter, not harder. We're going to talk about maybe a virtual assistant that needs to come into play that's free. You need to make yourself unique, unlike other realtors. If you're going to do what all the other realtors in your office are doing, you're just one of many. What I'd like to see you do is make yourself a green fish in the goldfish bowl. I want you to sign up for free tools and free resources. I'm going to talk about those today. I want you to do money-making activities first thing each morning. When you get up, get that cup of coffee, I want you to be thinking of, today I'm going to do the following. That's a money-making activity, and we're going to talk about money-making activities. I want you to time block it in your calendar. I don't care if it's Google, if it's Outlook. I want you to put a time block in your calendar so that you're accountable to yourself. You're accountable to that calendar, knowing that, hey, from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I'm going to be doing this money-making activity. I'm going to go out and get some buyer prospects. I'm going to go out and get some seller prospects. So let's look at how Listing Booster, which is a free tool, can help grow your business. What is Listing Booster? Well, it's free. You contact Tony Marino at 847-804-1059, or you contact him via email at tony.marino@guildmortgage.net. Listing Booster is a real estate and mortgage marketing platform software that automates property marketing and lead generation. Listing Booster works with most MLS systems, which means that it's going to sync automatically any of your listings that go into the MLS. So for any of you that put a listing into the MLS, which you all do, it will automatically, without you having to do anything, automatically be uploaded into your Listing Booster account. Listing Booster comes with a free virtual assistant. I call it a virtual assistant because it's their customer service line. Any of the people on that customer service line are going to work for and with you, creating, doing the property websites, the text message capture technology. They're going to do all the heavy lifting. You're going to be doing the selling. Listing Booster gives a realtor many marketing strategies to attract buyers or sellers or both. Again, what is Listing Booster? Well, it's a marketing suite. It has a property website within it, creates it. It has a listing trailer, something that's somewhat unique. It's a 30-second animated highlight of your listing that's coming to market. This way you can post it in social media, you can email it out, you can bring attention to it so that people are waiting and anticipating this new listing that you're about to come to market with. Also, what happens is it streams listings on MoveTube, on Apple TV, Google Android TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV. There are more and more people unplugging cable these days. I'm unplugging cable. I've gone to YouTube TV. A lot of the TVs you buy these days from Costco and elsewhere, they are smart TVs. You can now be streaming, and you can now be finding in different through these different TVs what's called MoveTube, which again, Listing Booster will automatically upload your listings into MoveTube, and people in the comforts of their home on their 70-inch TV can now be doing some searching for the homes in a particular city or neighborhood. Listing Booster will automatically create property flyers for you. You don't have to go pay for them. You just have to print them. It automatically creates a 6-page property brochure. Kind of cool. It automatically creates essential places, restaurants, outdoor activities, other essential places, schools. And what's so great about it, each one of these has drop downs. So once you have a listing, you can then work with the seller to tailor these restaurants. If they think that a particular restaurant is better or greater than the ones that that Listing Booster put in there, there's drop downs. You can then find and pick other restaurants or other outdoor activities, pickleball courts, tennis courts, golf, etc. It uploads video walkthroughs from your cell phone. All of us know how to take pictures with our cell phone. We also know that the button next to the photo is called video. You turn it sideways, you can walk through with the seller and ask them, why did they buy this home? What are the beautiful features of this home that attracted you when you first bought it many years ago? And so you can walk through with your cell phone. Once it's videotaped, you can upload it into Listing Booster, and now it's another one of the tabs that people can see whenever they're looking at the property website. Listing Booster provides easy social posting tools. It'll get your listings into Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook Marketplace. And super exciting, in my opinion, which again, when we talk about strategies here and why I would use Listing Booster, is that it provides lawn sign writers with text capture technology to capture buyer leads. Whether you're working with a seller, whether you're advertising another agent's listing, whether you're going after for sale by owners, if you put a lawn sign writer in the front lawn and it says, text this number to that number, the person that receives that notification is you, the realtor. It's a simple, easy, small investment to put a lawn sign writer and start to collect buyer leads. Did I say that all this is free? Again, contact Tony at the 847-804-1059 or tony.marino@guildmortgage.net. So let's take a look. Let's go into a deeper dive of what is Listing Booster. Can people hear this?
Yes.
Great, thank you.
In a market where inventory is low,
This 4-bedroom home will not last long. Or is it already too late? See this listing in its entirety on MoveTube.
MoveTube. One of the main features of Listing Booster, it's the only interactive national research portal available on all the popular streaming television devices. Again, you'll see some testimonials here once we found MoveTube on Roku, which again, I know a lot of people have Roku sticks. We stopped using Zillow. We got used to the large photos on our 70-inch TV. We didn't want to go back to using the phone or the PC. What, you can place my listings on Roku? I didn't even know that was possible. Okay, where do I sign up? Again, where to find MoveTube on streaming televisions? Well, on Roku. Roku, it's always in the top 10 of its channel categories. It's the only national real estate search app on Roku. Roku is the most popular TV device. You also have Apple TV. Apple TV, it's the highest rated real estate search app on Apple TV. Apple TV is very popular with iPhone and Mac users. You also have Google TV, the Android TV. Google Android TV, it's the only interactive national real estate app on this platform. Android TV is being built into many of the televisions today. And then we've got Amazon Fire TV, again, another interactive national real estate search app on this platform. Amazon Fire TV is the second most popular device behind Roku. Listings are imported into Listing Booster. They get premier placement and are enhanced with movies on MoveTube. They will also appear on the home screen when just listed in their area. The Listing Booster agents are featured on their listing screens and on movies. Each Listing Booster agent listing is enhanced with an animated slideshow movie and featured in the screensaver. Each listing movie and listing screensaver segment concludes with the contact agent screen with their contact information. Listing Booster agents get their own agent panel screen on their listing and can be contacted by scanning the QR code. The Listing Booster loan officers get their own lender panel screen on their agents' listings. The QR codes open up their branded mobile pre-approval form. MoveTube. Agents leverage MoveTube to win their listings. Tell your seller prospects that you'll be featuring their listing on all the popular streaming TV devices like Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Android, and Google TV. You will then announce their listings on social media with a short movie trailer video called a listing trailer. Don't leave this out because agents are telling us that it's a big difference maker when prospects are deciding on which agent to choose. I don't know many agents that are using streaming devices to show off and to highlight sellers' homes. Announce new listings with the Hollywood-style 30-second listing trailers with movie trailer guy, narration, and cinematic music. designed for social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Just listed, open house, sold. These are all different flyers. These are digital and print flyers with local data that makes you the local expert. As you notice here, essential places, restaurants, outdoor activities, schools nearby. You can print them separately. You can print them together as a two-pager. You can post this in Facebook, just the flyer. You can post just these places, the restaurants, the outdoor activities within your Facebook, Twitters, LinkedIn's, etc. What I like about these different places is that any one of these, if Anytime Fitness, in the opinion of the seller, is not the local workout facility, if they think Lifetime Fitness or some other place is better, it's got a drop down within your account. You drop it down, you find Lifetime Fitness, and now it's Lifetime Fitness will show up on all of these flyers and these essential places. Social media sharing digital property reports designed to not only sell the property, but also the area. This is a 6-page report. Again, you're going to see under my strategies, again, if I were a realtor, I would be printing not only the flyer, I'd be printing the 6-page report and leaving it with my prospect, leaving it with the person that I'm trying to win the listing presentation, letting him know that this is what I do. I wouldn't verbally tell them. I would give them a copy and I would tell them this is exactly how I promote and help to sell your home. Social media images are ideal for sharing on most social media platforms, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Many versions are available and colors can be changed to match your company theme, whether it's just listed, just sold, an open house. Each listing receives a dedicated SMS code, fancy term for text code, that can be added to digital ads and sign writers. I love the sign writers. Perfect for instantly delivering listing data to prospects and lead capture. Again, data goes to the prospect. The prospect gets the full property website loaded into their cell phone. You get the lead capture. You get their cell phone number. You get to call them and say, I just received a notification that you're in front of 123 Main Street. Can I please, find out what is it that you're in need of? Are you in, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms? You guys know how to carry on the conversation. More importantly, let's get into the lead capture business by getting these sign writers into front lawns. Property websites might be old news to us. However, sellers are still always impressed with having a website dedicated to their property. Each comes with an optional lead capture opt-in pop-up. Never leave this feature out of your listing presentation. Again, the property website, once they text for that information, it's going to download into their cell phone and give them the opportunity to look at photo gallery, virtual tours, what's nearby in the neighborhood, and contact you. You can show off your listings with a full screen animated virtual tour. It's available both in branded and MLS compliant non-branded. For those that may or may not know what MLS compliant non-branded means, it means that when you guys put a listing into the MLS, you can upload a virtual tour into the MLS, but it must be non-branded, which means that it doesn't have you, it doesn't have your company, it only has the virtual tour within it. It makes your listing within the MLS a little more dynamic when they can look at a virtual tour. You can automatically upload the MLS non-branded virtual tour into your MLS listing. You can manage your listings on the Facebook Marketplace with your Facebook Market Posting tool. So again, I have used this several times. Some of you might have even sold bicycles and couches and chairs and lawn furniture. And again, you can be using this Facebook Marketplace to market your listings. The video walkthrough mobile app is designed to easily record video on your listings. Again, turn your cell phone sideways, record it. When you're finished, you can then upload it into your Listing Booster account for that particular customer. So now it's time to let the seller know everything that you'll be offering with our modifiable PowerPoint listing presentation. This presentation that you're looking at here today, it's going to be sent to you. This presentation highlights all the features of Listing Booster to help you win the listing. Easily add your branding or any additional slides if needed. This presentation is downloadable and you can use it for all your future listing presentations. So Listing Booster, will I make more money with it and how? Well, first off, it's free, so it's not taking any money out of your pocket. Again, all you got to do is contact Tony and he'll be able to get you signed up for Listing Booster. Your virtual assistant, customer service at Listing Booster, saves you all the time of inputting and creating. That's probably been the biggest reason when I've talked to realtors as to why they don't use property website systems. Well, they don't have the time, they don't have the desire, they're not that tech savvy. Well, if you can copy and paste an MLS link, or if you can copy and paste a Zillow link and send it to the virtual assistant at Listing Booster, you're 90% of the way there then. Your focuses should be on selling to buyers or sellers, not on being a computer expert. Can you spare 5 to 10 minutes each morning identifying a prospect in your MLS or in Zillow? Email it to your virtual assistant up at Listing Booster and have your VA create a property website lead. We're going to talk about the strategies that what you can send to your VA. Can you afford not to spend 5 to 10 minutes each morning on money-making activities? Can you be proactive and work your business? Can you roll up your sleeves and start delving into some of these strategies using this free Cadillac platform? So what strategies make me more money with this free tool? Let's talk about some buyer strategies first, and then we'll talk about seller strategies. First off, if you're not listing currently, there's someone in your office who does have listings. And it doesn't have to be your office. It could be another office. It could be, somebody that you know from a different realty firm. But you could advertise other agents' listings. And what I mean by that is you can share a cup of coffee with a listing agent. Just put yourself in the shoes of a listing agent. If someone approached you and you had a listing that said, can I help sell your listing? Can I help market your listing? Can I help bring buyers faster to your listing? That listing agent's going to say, sure, why not? What's the downside to me? I'm paying a buyer's commission anyway. So I mean, let's at least have if you ask a listing agent, can I help market your listing? 99% of them are going to say, sounds like a great deal to me. You email the MLS listing of that agent's listing to your VA. You guys all know how to go into the MLS. You all know how to click the email button, and you can email that listing then with the 25 photos to your VA. They will take care of at Listing Booster of creating the property website, the 6-page brochure, the flyers. They will create the text code message for you. All you've got to do is then open your account and start working with the tools, with the marketing pieces that you have therein. What you do is there'll be an icon within Listing Booster that says order a sign writer. Yes, that's not free, but you know what? So you got to spend $20. You're going to spend $20 possibly on a sign writer for a listing. You'll spend about $30 on a sign writer for a FSBO, and I'll show you both of those shortly. You're going to put that sign writer in the front lawn with a text code to capture drive-by buyers. Well, if I could do one a day, if I could contact a listing agent and get at least one of their listings and put a sign writer in the front lawn, I now have the potential for 5 in a week, 30 in a month, where I've got sign writers sitting out there. When drive-by people go by that listing and they text for more information, that person, that potential buyer, is going to get a great information in their phone. They're going to get a property website with photo gallery, virtual tours, flyers, what's nearby in the neighborhood, a bunch of great information, and you're going to get their cell phone number. You can even post the listing in your social media accounts with the easy posting tools that are in Listing Booster. So again, you're posting the other agent's listing in your social media accounts. Under the description, you have to give credit to the listing agent. So if I, Glenn Marino, I'm the listing agent, and let's say that Melinda comes to me and says, hey, Glenn, can I help market your listing? I'm going to create a property website. I'm going to post it into my Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to give credit to me, the listing agent, by adding this language. At the very bottom of the description, put in listed by Glenn Marino with the whatever the name of my realty company is, ABC Realty Company. So again, how much time did you spend and how much fun did you have? You had coffee, you talked with another realtor, you talked shop, you got a VA to go to work for you, create all your marketing pieces, you ordered a sign writer, you stuck it in the front lawn, and you called up another realtor for tomorrow to see if you could have a cup of coffee with them. I mean, this is, to me, it's very exciting. It's not like I'm doing a lot of computer work. I'm doing a lot of selling work, and it's not costing me a lot. I'm buying a sign writer for, say, $20 from Listing Booster. And again, they all fit on H frames. You can go to any hardware store, you can go to any Home Depot, Lowe's, and you can get as many H frames as you like. Another buyer strategy, my favorite, is to advertise FSBO listings. Again, get yourself a morning cup of coffee. Visit Zillow/FSBO. Then start to narrow down the search. Put in a particular city. Naperville, Wheaton, Lisle, put in multiple cities and find a FSBO you want to go after. When I say go after, you're going after them first to help them to get more buyers. So what you're going to do is you're going to call the FSBO. The phone number is in Zillow. It's great. You don't have to go any further than just look at the Zillow listing. The seller's phone number is in there. And ask if you can help them get more buyers with your sign writer and technology tools. Introduce yourself as a buyer's agent. You're looking to get more buyers. You introduce yourself as a realtor to more buyers, and you're in the process, you're looking to get their home, the FSBO home, more exposure. And again, I'm going to show you how all of the marketing tools that you're going to create do not have your picture, do not have your logo. It has FSBO logos when you're doing this. You're going to copy and paste the Zillow URL. When you find a FSBO that says, I would love to have a sign writer in my front lawn. I would love to have a property website. I would love to have a 6-page brochure that when people are interested, I can hand it to them. I would love all that great marketing. Well, when they say yes to that, you're going to paste the Zillow URL. I'm sorry, not paste, you're going to copy and paste it into an email and send it to your VA at Listing Booster. They will create the for sale by owner property website and all the related marketing material. Then what you're going to do is you're going to order a sign writer. You'll be a little icon again, order sign writer for FSBO in particular. You're going to put it in the front lawn with a text code to capture drive-by buyers. Offer to provide property flyers and a property brochure to the FSBO. Again, just help them realizing that you're trying to help them get more buyers. You contact the FSBO every Monday for a status update. Again, they're going to get lots of phone calls. But what you do in the very beginning, if they like your marketing material, say, I'm going to call you every Monday at 10 a.m. Come to an agreement. So they take your phone call. And all you're really doing is you're just doing a status update. How's it going? How was the weekend? How was Saturday and Sunday? Did you get a lot of traffic? And what you're going to do is when the FSBO tells you on week 3 or 4 that they're disgruntled, that they're disillusioned, what you're going to do is you're going to ask if you can give them more exposure and put their home into the MLS. You become a trusted person with them. You become a trusted marketing person with them. You've been helping them, market their home as a FSBO. It didn't work out to their satisfaction, but now they need greater exposure. They need to go into the MLS. And why would they go to another realtor when you've been talking to them every Monday and you've been working with them on marketing material? So check out this how-to video in the Marino YouTube channel on how to win every FSBO listing. How easy is this? How much fun is this? I find it quite fun. You know, as a loan officer, you know, I love going into FSBO because I'd like to get more buyers because buyers mean we can help to finance them. But I mean, FSBOs need help. They're not the most marketing savvy people. And when you can show them that you've got more technology tools and that people can get a complete property website and brochures and virtual tour downloaded into their cell phone, and it's not costing the FSBO anything, they're like, sounds great to me. Let's work on it together. And again, you're not going to bat 1,000, but you know what? If you get, if you get several within a week that want to do this with you, I mean, now you've got 3 sign writers working for you. You got 3 potential areas or homes where you can start to collect buyer leads. Let's talk a little bit about seller strategies. Market your free technology tool to expired or canceled listings. Well, with a morning cup of coffee, open your MLS, filter and search it for expired or canceled listings in a particular city. Could you find one per day? I know every time I've run that class, I find many in one particular day. But can you find one? That means you get 30 in a month. That means you get 360 in a year. That's a lot. And what did you do to do that? You opened up your MLS and you did a search. Then what you did was you copy and pasted the MLS listing and you emailed it to Listing Booster to your VA. Now what you did is after they create the property website, the virtual tour and all that great stuff, you're going to create and deliver a cover letter showing the expired that you've already created a property website. You're going to give them the link to that property website, that you've already created a text code to put on a lawn sign writer to capture buyers. Give them the text code that Listing Booster gives you. And you're going to provide property flyers and a property brochure. You can deliver it in a flower pot, a coffee mug, or just mail it to them. So let me just show you what a sample cover letter could look like. So here's Laura Falk. This is what I've already done for you. Introduce yourself as Laura Falk. I noticed that your home was listed for sale and it did not sell. That's unfortunate. Should you decide to remarket your home, I'd love the opportunity to interview for the job of marketing your home. I want your home to have great exposure in the internet where 90% of the buyers hang out. I just wanted an opportunity to interview for the job of marketing your home should you decide to put your home back on the market. I've already created for you a property website. There's the link. I've already created a property flyer and a 6-page brochure. Put a copy of it, in what you're mailing to them or what you're delivering to them. I already created a text message allowing potential buyers to get more information about your home from a sign writer that I'll put in the front lawn. Here's the text code. Your home will be found streaming on TVs such as Roku, Apple, Google, Amazon. And I'll give your home greater exposure with social postings in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and more. Kind of cool. Again, contact the expired after you deliver, after you mail it for a status update, and set a listing presentation appointment. Find out, if they are interested in remarketing their home. If they are not, again, take the no as a positive. If they're not, ask them, can I just stay in contact with you? Can I provide you every month what the fair market value of your home is? For those of you who don't have HomeBot, that's where this goes. The yes is you get ready for a listing presentation. The no is, can I provide you with fair market value of your home on every single month? Can I provide you with the equity that's in your home? Because what HomeBot does, it uses AI to go into public records to find out what their mortgage balance is. And it subtracts the mortgage from the fair market value and says, hey, you're sitting on equity of X. And then it provides them with options. Would you like to use the equity to buy a bigger dream home? Or would you like to downsize? Would you like to use the equity to buy a second or vacation home? Number three, would you like to buy an investment property or an Airbnb? Number four, would you like to just get cash out for another investment opportunity? And this goes out to them every month, and it's something you don't have to do other than put their name and their email into HomeBot. Again, as a realtor, I don't know why you guys aren't using HomeBot all the time. It goes out every single month to your past clients, to your prospects, and that's where a no on an expired or canceled listing, again, they may say no, but again, maybe they might say, you know what? I don't mind you at least sending me an email, letting me know what the fair market value and the equity of my home is. I appreciate it. Thanks. Have a great day. So check out this video in the Marino YouTube channel, and you'll learn more about how to win every expired or canceled listing. Again, I look at this, how easy is this? And how much fun is this? Because again, I can find one. It's, the strategy is, can you get one? Can you then let a VA, not you, create all the marketing pieces? Can you then mail it out to them? That's the least you could do. But I mean, it gives you, if you were to adopt this and do one a day, it gives you 30 in a month. It gives you 360 in a year. I would think somehow, some way your business would grow if you were doing that kind of a strategy. Another seller strategy, market your free technology tool as door hangers in the neighborhood. Let's take a look. Well, first, let's talk about it. With a morning cup of coffee and the dog, walk the neighborhood and hand out door hangers that you created with an Avery label 16150s. Check out this video in the Marino YouTube channel on how to create this door hanger. Take the door hanger to Kinko's or to FedEx print shop and have 1,000 printed. And each morning, with a cup of coffee and possibly the dog, peel off 200 and deliver the door hangers or the flyers. If you don't want to do it as a door hanger, do it as a flyer, because the door hanger is nothing more than a cut and paste of the marketing pieces that you have within Listing Booster. Again, how easy is this? Well, once you create the door hanger or the flyer, it's just a matter of getting them printed and then walking around with a cup of coffee and delivering 1,000 of them in the neighborhood that you want to get more business in as a listing agent. How much fun is this? To me, it seems like it'd be a lot of fun. If I could create a door hanger, and let's look at what it might look like. So here's a door hanger. It's got the cutout holes. This is a Avery label 16150. Thinking of selling? Check out why my sellers are listing with me. This could be your home. Check out this seller's property website. Well, there's the property website link from Listing Booster. There's the text message number from Listing Booster. There's your contact information. And you're copying and pasting copy of the front of a house, and you're saying, give your home great exposure. 3D virtual tour listed in the MLS. Major realty and social media sites. Your home is streaming on MoveTube. Want to know what your home is worth? Click this link. You could walk 200 of these each day, each other day. You print them these and start walking the neighborhood and let people know that you're interested if they're interested in selling. Again, very easy, fun to do, not overly expensive for you to do something like that. Someone needs to mute themselves. Marketing to FSBOs. It's the same as the buyer strategy. When you check in with your FSBO each Monday, as you will, and they begin to express some disappointment, you're the logical person, the trusted person that can offer them to get their home more exposure by listing their home in the MLS, streaming their home on Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, social posting it, and so much more with Listing Booster. Again, how easy is this? How much fun is this? It's you talking to someone who already has a sign writer in their front lawn. But it's getting you more business. It's getting you to the next step if they're disappointed. Other strategies for seller strategies using Listing Booster. Market your free technology tools to sellers through Remind. It's in your MLS. It's a tool within your MLS to identify prospects in your farming area that have a high probability of selling. In the morning, with a cup of coffee, make a list of high probability sellers in Remind in your neighborhood. Again, Remind allows you to put in the city, and so if you can identify where you're looking for high probability sellers. You're going to deliver or drop off your door hanger or your flyer or your cover letter. Any of those can be used as a sample of this is what I do to help market your home. The links will then take them to your property websites, your virtual tours, to your property flyers. Follow up and find out if they're thinking of selling in the next 12 months. And if yes, ask for a listing presentation. If no, ask if you can stay in contact with them and give them a monthly update as to the fair market value of their home. Use HomeBot. I can't stress it enough. HomeBot, the first 25 are free. You can get a HomeBot account from Tony and you're going to get a discounted price. I think it's free for the first 25. You can always try it out with 25 of your clients for free. And if you go beyond 25 up to the first 500 of your past clients and prospects, I think it's $25 a month. It's relatively inexpensive, but it gives you a tool that every single month you're letting your past clients, again, even if you didn't have 500 past clients, if you had a wedding going on and you were going to invite all your relatives and friends and aunts and uncles and grandparents, you'd probably come up with at least 200 people. They all own homes. You should be putting them on HomeBot because if it's not them, it's someone they know. If it's not them, it's a relative, it's a son or a daughter they know that might be in the marketplace. And what you're doing is you're providing them with the fair market value, the equity in their home, and you should be getting in front of them for as little as that $25 a month. Don't hold me to that. It might be $35 a month, but Tony would be able to give you the exact pricing and automate the monthly touch with your prospects and your past clients. That to me is a must. You know, if you're going to be in this business, you need to have a constant contact at a relatively small cost that gives them a ton of information. Let's demo what other, if you were advertising other agents' listings or an expired listing. Let's use your cell phone. I want you guys to take out your cell phone now. And I want you to go to I want you to, as if you're texting. And I want you to put in, I want where it's going to is 844-573-0700. You can see this is the sample sign writer for an expired or for one of your listings. And it's always the same number, 844-573-0700. And then what I want you to do in the message box, don't put the quotes in, but type in view, VIEW 14769. I want you to see the property website a potential buyer will see. The potential buyer gets the text information from a lawn sign writer, and you get their contact information, including their cell phone number. So again, let's take a look at what they're getting. While you're doing that, I'm going to go to what they're looking at. So here is what would download into their cell phone. You're going to see that it comes with a beautiful property website. It says, here's the text message number. There's a description, additional features, a summary. It comes with a photo gallery. I just need to go to the very beginning. I'm not going to go through the photos with you, but it has a photo gallery. It has a map. It has a virtual tour. It has nearby places, such as places conveniently nearby. It's going to have restaurants. It's going to have outdoor recreation. It's going to have nearby schools. It's going to have a flyer that can be printed. It's going to have information about the lender and about the agent. Again, this all downloads into their cell phone. So hopefully you guys have taken the opportunity to do something like that. Take a look at it. It should be in your phone. And again, if we go back to the PowerPoint, let's take a look at a demo advertising a FSBO's listing. Again, using your cell phone, I want you guys to dial to 844-573-0700. This is the sign writer for a FSBO. This is your $30 sign writer. And what you're going to do is it's going to sit in the front lawn with an H-frame. The frame, metal feet stick out of the bottom. It has the number. You will tell when you buy the sign writer, this one was FSBO 271. So you'll tell Listing Booster you want FSBO 271 on the sign. And then it's going to have your cell phone number here. And they'll be able to then, anybody who drives by that FSBO is going to be able to get the full property website, virtual tour, brochures, what's nearby in the neighborhood, downloaded into their phone, and you will get the notification that that person was interested in seeing that property. The potential buyer gets the text information from a lawn sign writer. It looks like this. Again, let's take a quick look at what that might mean. What is a FSBO going to receive in their phone? Notice it has for sale by owner. It doesn't have a realty firm. It's going to come up with photo gallery, the virtual tour, nearby places, and flyer. You're going to see that the property owner has their cell phone number in here. So again, the FSBO should love and want this type of marketing pieces that your VA created for you. But again, you're selling it, you're showing them, you're letting them know that this is what I've created for you. All right, again, you should have that in your cell phone. If you put that in, if you texted that number, that FSBO 271. So let's go back and let's look at what are some of the takeaways we can come away with here today. What are some of the takeaways? Well, first off, Listing Booster is free. So you need to contact Tony at the 847-804-1059 or email him. Tony offers this outstanding tool for free. I mean, obviously he pays for it because he genuinely wants to help you grow your business. He wants you to get busy by embracing at least one of these strategies, whether it's advertise other agents' listings, whether it's doing door hangers, whether it's Remind, whether it's expired or canceled listings. Adopt one of them and use Listing Booster to create all your marketing materials. Spend 5 minutes each morning doing money-making activities. If you adopt one of the strategies, it's going to take you no more than 5 minutes to identify a FSBO in Zillow, no more than 5 minutes to identify an expired in the MLS, and you can be sending that information then to your VA and say, I've done a good job today. But you're going to do it each morning before you do anything else. Do money-making activity first in the morning. Don't look at all your friends' Facebook posts and all this other stuff that distracts you. First, do money-making activity. Mark your calendar as to what time in the morning you're going to execute your strategy. Take a cup of coffee, possibly the dog, and deliver. Because on the second day, you already have the marketing material from the first day. Take the marketing material that you want to deliver, depending upon the strategy, and start delivering it to the neighborhood. Use the Listing Booster VA to create all your marketing pieces. Don't spend that time yourself. For those who are real tech savvy, great. If you want to do it yourself, you can. There's many tutorials within Listing Booster on how to do it. but I'm recommending that you guys be sellers, be marketers, and let the VA take care of it. Spend 5 minutes each morning doing money-making activities and send a lead to your VA. And who's ready to change their mindset? Who's ready to start making more money? And who's looking to have more fun at this? Questions, comments, suggestions? Does anybody think that they could do better using Listing Booster?
Yes, it looked like a real good listing tool. So it's up to us to manage and start calling the for sale by owners through Zillow and or find through the Remind sellers with high priority if they want to sell or not, or go and find the expired. So this is a step-by-step process, and I'm very grateful, Mr. Marino and Tony, for having this presentation. And I'm gonna embrace it and look more deeper into it. Thank you very much.
And again, if you want to get more buyers too, I mean, use Listing Booster to create, go after for sale by owners. There's a ton of them within Zillow.
Right, because if you put this the sign writer as your express, so in this case, I am meanwhile the buyer's agent for the seller. And if this doesn't happen, at least I'm going to be getting calls from other buyers interested that they might want also to sell, because they might have a property that they want to sell and they just want to move on. Or then after a couple weeks, if the through the sign it doesn't bring any buyers, so then I could put it in the MLS that you express. Hey, and that's a win-win situation for the for sale by owner or the expired, and and continue the process. So yeah, great idea.
Absolutely, Ronaldo. And an easy first step too for many is, go to other agents in your office. There's listings in your office. I mean, these offices don't stay open because nobody's listing. I mean, there's listings, and all you got to do is have a cup of coffee with one of them and say, "Can I market your listing?" When they say yes, it's got an MLS number, and you can then you can email that listing to Listing Booster to the VA, have them create the marketing material, order up a sign writer, and stick a sign. I'm not saying do all of these. I'm saying pick one and do it each day. But if you do, whether it's one listing from another agent, whether it's a FSBO, you can do one a day, 30 in a month, 360 in a year. That's a lot of leads. That's a lot of opportunity, and not all the leads are going to pan out. We know that as salespeople, but you know what? It gives us an opportunity to be busy, for there to be a good return on our time, and not spend it trying to become computer specialists when we've got a free marketing tool that's dynamic, Cadillac in nature, and we've got somebody sitting there at Listing Booster that'll create all the marketing pieces for us. And now all we got to do is print the pieces and start and ordering sign writers, and all of a sudden we're going to start to become very busy people.
Glenn, I have a permission of one of the agents in our office, Home Smart, that she's gonna let me use her listing, because I will have two listings coming up, one in Glenview and one in Chicago. So what I intend to do is use first her listing to get some clients, and then after that, when I list the home in Glenview, I will do it on my own.
Yes, I mean that's exactly it,
And
Melinda.
if I get stuck, can you help me?
Absolutely.
I'll give you a call.
Give me a call. I'd be happy to unstick it. We can even do a three-way call with the customer service people at Listing Booster, and so that I hand you off to someone who will finish. It's one thing for me to tell you what to do. It's another thing to talk to the person that's going to help get you over the finish line. And they'll create the property website, the marketing materials, the virtual tour, all that great stuff they'll create. And then the easy part is, okay, now that it's in my account, now I can order a sign writer. Now I can go out there and, stick it in the lawn. A $20 investment is an inexpensive investment to try and capture some buyer leads. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. Talk to agents in your office, and then you can do the very same thing once you get your own listing, get it into the MLS. See, once you get your own listing, you put it in the MLS. Listing Boosters is already synced then to your MLS, and there's nothing for you to really send to customer service or to the VA, because it will automatically, go to your MLS, automatically pull out the information, the data, the photos, and automatically create a property website with all the marketing materials for you once it's your own. When it's not your own, then there has to be manual intervention, meaning the VA has to get involved. But that's fine. Do what you're doing right now. Find out which listing she's willing to let you market. Let's get it going with Listing Booster. If you get stuck, you call me. I'll get you unstuck, and then you can do the same thing on your listing. But again, you're not restricted to just, I'm going to say, agents within your office. If you know agents in other offices or friends who are realtors, ask if you can market their listings. It's 99.9% of them are going to say yes, because they want the property sold. Other questions? Other comments?
Yeah, I've got just a quick comment. How you doing, by the way?
Matt, long time no talk to. Good to hear you.
It's been a while. No, I was just, as you were going back through the flower pots, I was reminded of when me and my mom were working the flower pot system together. We found that more people would open the door when it was a sweet elderly lady on the other side of the door, as opposed to this guy. But when we had left a few flower pots out, I ended up one flower pot turned into 5 transactions for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was one guy who had a number of properties that were listing, and then actually no, 6, because then I did 2 deals for family members that he referred me to. So
that's a great story.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, Matt. And again, what I've learned along the way is, there's realtors like you and your mom that are willing to, say, ring a doorbell and deliver, like you say, the cover letter with your business cards in there and the 6-page brochure, and give it to them and let them, read it over, thumb through it, and then follow up with them. And you end up with, like you say, 6 transactions. But there's some that, they're a little more shy about it. And that's why I say you can also just mail it to them. I'm going to say your conversion ratio is probably less. But again, I want to keep people busy, at least. If you at least, find an expired and you don't want to ring the doorbell and give them a coffee mug or a flower pot filled with the cover letter and the 6-page brochure and your business cards, then at least email it to them, because it still says in the cover letter that I've already created this for you, and here's the link to the property website and virtual tours, and here is the text message number. Take out your phone and text this number to that number, and I'm also going to do these other things for you. You just might get a call back.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, let's put it this way: if you do nothing, you'll get nothing. But if you do something, you just might spark someone's interest, because you gave them links, you gave them text numbers, you gave them an opportunity to see you as a marketer. So I'm trying to take away the computer inputting stuff that you guys get stuck on and go, well, I don't know how to upload photos and I don't know how to, put in the description. Well, I'm telling you is that, that's what Listing Booster is going to do for you. But you certainly do know how to print and assemble and talk. And
Well,
why don't we
I like the idea that they've got a VA on there. I think that the more we can get off of our desk and onto somebody else's, the better everything goes. So
absolutely. Matt, it's the proverb of, you guys work on $200 an hour work, the marketing and the selling, and leave the $10 an hour work to somebody else.
Yeah. I've got a new group of mentees coming through our mentorship program at the office I'm managing. So at some I'm gonna reach out to Tony. We're gonna arrange something. But I want to at everybody's talking about buying leads. I'm like, stop buying leads, go make your own. Which so so this is one of those avenues, and I'll reach out to you guys. We'll do something else besides this, that just to get you guys in front of them too. So
That'd be great. The other thing too, just before you jump off, take a serious look at HomeBot.
yeah, I've signed up for it, and
Yeah.
I'm at, let's just say this has been an interesting ride. Anyway, I'm getting ready to start using it. I've been paying for it for a while, but I'm going to get.
Go for it then, because it's I'm all my properties are in there, and every month I get the report and I get the equity. But I'm looking at it from a selling tool and I go, if a realtor was sending these to me and giving me all these different options of what I can do with my equity, it's a nice way of always remembering, hey, Matt sent this to me. Hey, Matt sent this to me, versus, hey, Matt closed a deal with me 5 years ago and I haven't heard from him since. But now if you're in front of them every single month, and that's why I say, take your no's when people say, no, I'm not interested in whether it's FISBO or in Remine, that they're not interested in listing at this time. You tell them, well, do you mind if I just stay, if I send you what your home is worth every month? Some
Mhm.
people kind of like that information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Matt, for giving us some feedback. We greatly appreciate it.